Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Good morning and welcome to the Shield Center at Sanford Health Athletic Complex for the North Dakota Class A East Region Girls Basketball Tournament. Happy Saturday, everybody. Derek Zimmerman got with you this early 11 o'clock start time. Today we see who tallies up a ticket to the state tournament and who heads home as March basketball begins. Our second girls basketball bonanza features the Devils Lake Firebirds facing off against the West Fargo Packers in a rematch that saw the Firebirds narrowly escape the Packers by 3. With state implications in play, we may see just as close as a contest. Devils Lake, West Fargo, East Region Playoff Basketball. We'll tell you all about these two teams and then some coming up in our American Federal pregame show. This is the North Dakota Class A East Region Tournament on yourliveevent.com. Well, the answer is simple. Call Range Printing at 888-632-8844. All you need is one call to one source for all types of promos, brochures, banners, and more. To find this one source, head to rangeprinting.com, where endless possibilities wait to meet your countless projects. Range Printing, 888-632-8844. Everything print.
The Ada EDA is committed to improving the quality of life for Ada residents by providing assistance to new and small businesses, developing and assisting with affordable housing to provide economic growth for the community as well. New businesses, lots are available in the industrial park, and buildings available along East and West Main Streets. Get information, contact the City of Ada, 218-784-5522. Visit the City of Ada website, adamn.gov.
We are part of so many great communities across North Dakota. From small farm towns to big cities, one thing is for sure, we are proud to be part of your community. Hello, this is Dustin with Irie Insurance, and I am proud to work for Irie Insurance because we give back to our communities in so many ways, like United Way School Drive, the North Dakota Corn Growers Association, our local schools, and youth sports. So thank you for letting us be a part of your community and help protect it. To see some of our community efforts up and down the valley, go to IrieInsurance.com.
Hello, welcome back everyone to our American Federal Bank pregame show in the Shield Center at the Shack as yourliveevent.com brings you this win or go home matchup between the Shanley Deacons and the West Fargo Packers. Your American Federal pregame show brought to you by, of course, American Federal Bank. Thanks for all our sponsors here in this game, in this tournament here in Class A East Region. Happy Saturday salutations, everyone. I'm Derek Zimmerman-Geyer, and it's a playoff basketball atmosphere for the North Girls basketball in East Region. A qualifying matchup on hand in this second game of the morning. The Devils, Lake Firebirds, and the West Fargo Packers in a rematch from January 26th, a rematch with state tournament at stake, and is simply a stellar recipe for a game. Let's see how both teams got here. Let's start off with Devils Lake Firebirds and recap their last 5. They defeated Fargo South 78-62 back on February 19th. Defeated Fargo Shanley 58-54 on the 23rd. Lost to Grand Forks Red River 68-50 on the 25th. First game of the EDC tournament. Defeated Fargo South 84-59 on the 2nd. And then in the semis lost to Fargo Davies 85-73, now finding themselves here having to fight for their playoff and state lives against the West Fargo Packers. The Firebirds currently sit at 16-3, 9-2 at home, 7-1 on the road, and 15-3 in the East Region. They are the number one seed in the East and the number 4 team in Class A, averaging 76 points per game and giving up 57. And this team, this West Fargo's Packers squad, they've seen them before back on Tuesday of January 22nd, a 62-59 victory for Devils Lake against the Packers. Let's get to those Packers. The number 4 seed in the East, number 9 team in Class A. Packers look like this: 15-7, 9-3 at home, 6-4 on the road, and 13-6 in the East Region. 6-4 in the last 10 and 3-2 in the last 5. Let's recap those last 5. Looking here, February 19th, Grand Forks Red River got one over the West Fargo Packers, 51-41. Then the Packers beat Wapaton 83-44 on the 23rd. Valley City fell to West Fargo 78-45 on the 25th. First game of the tournament, lost to Fargo Shanley 49-41. You just saw Fargo Shanley fall in the qualifying matchup in that last matchup we saw here on YourLoveEvent.com. And then back again with another victory over Valley City. West Fargo found on the 4th just 2 days ago, 67-43, and now fighting once again, both teams for their playoff lives, trying to head to state. The second time these two teams have seen each other this season, the last time all the way back on January 26th, where the Devils Lake Firebirds defeated West Fargo Packers 62-59, a narrow 3-point game. Barely decided. A lot has changed since then for both teams, to the top teams in the East and overall Class A, and we'll see what the coaches have to say about them when we come back here in our American Federal pregame show. Don't go anywhere. This is at YourLoveEvent.com.
Eagle River Utility Solutions is a locally owned premier utility contractor specializing in installation of fiber optics and power with directional boring, vibratory plowing, and direct burial for all fiber optics and power on your property. You can expect these values when you partner with Eagle River Utility Solutions: quality, safety, trust, care, and relationship. Learn more of the services from Eagle River Utility at eagleriverutility.com.
Student athletes have their eye on the ball, making game plans
to the world through internet, telephone, and TV. And as your needs have changed, so has 702. Our dedication to our community and customers runs deep. So when you call, we listen. And you can trust that we'll never stop working to bring the latest technology to our friends and neighbors. Thank you for 20 years in business. The best is yet to come.
It's a family-oriented community.
It's a great community to raise kids in a family.
They're a safe place to raise a family, and can go four-wheeling on the trails or kayaking down the river.
Just more than knowing the family that's here, it's getting to know new neighbors.
We wanted to be somewhere that was community-oriented, and this felt just perfect.
Let's face it, most of us don't go a day without our phone, computer, or tablet. These devices have not only financial data, but confidential information for our businesses too. Hello, this is Dustin with Irie Insurance, and cyber threats happen around the country every minute of every day. People have lost everything at the most and had huge inconveniences at the very least. That's why we offer a variety of cybersecurity insurance coverages for small and big businesses. Don't wait until you lose customer information or money. Go to IrieInsurance.com to find out more about cyber coverages and protect your business today.
Welcome back to our American Federal Bank pregame show. Banking, insurance, investments, that's all that's needed to be said with the names recognition here at the Sanford Health Athletic Complex at the Shack at the Shield Center. It's time for our pregame coaches' comments. And we'll talk to the head coach of the West Fargo Packers first, Mike Benson, in his fourth year, his team with the 4 seed taking on the number 1 team, Devils Lake Firebirds, here this morning. Sorry about the technical difficulties there. Our equipment seems to be a little faulty right now. We'll talk about Coach Klein and his West Fargo Packers again, sitting at 15-7, the number 4 seed in the East, taking on Devils Lake for the second time this season. Last time was a 62-59 defeat for the Packers back on the 26th of January. Devils Lake this season only 3 losses, 16-3. 2 of those losses to Fargo Davies. Davies in the finals later on this afternoon here in the Class A East Region Girls Basketball Tournament. Here in the morning and early afternoon session of the girls and boys doubleheader. We'll have all 6 games on YourLoveEvent.com. We're going to take a quick break and see if we can come back with our coaches' comments here on our American Federal pregame show.
Red River Valley Speedway. What a great place to let your heart race. Excitement second to none. Every Friday night you're gonna feel alright. Your destination for family fun. Red River Valley Speedway. The fastest high bank dirt track in the upper Midwest.
At Nielsen Brand Law, we know lawyers are meant to solve problems. Whether you are going through a divorce, navigating a business dispute, need help with an estate plan, dealing with the death of a loved one, or are facing criminal charges, we are here to help. The attorneys at Nielsen Brand Law want to make sure your future is secure. You'll receive individual counsel for your specific needs and also an entire team working for your best potential outcome. Nielsen Brand Law, with offices in Fargo, Mayville, and Grand Forks. We are ready to work with you. Visit us online today at NielsenBrandLaw.com.
Welcome back to our American Federal pregame show, American Federal Bank, here on YourLoveEvent.com. Looks like we got our coaches' comments, interviews ready to go now. We're going to go ahead and talk to the head coach of the Devils Lake Firebirds, number 1 seed, with Justin Klein, and get his pregame thoughts here. About 3:40 left before we tip off here at the Shield Center. I'm joined by the head coach of the Devils Lake Firebirds, Coach Justin Klein, coming to this matchup against West Fargo, the second time seeing the Packers this season. Initial thoughts as you walk into the arena?
My initial thoughts is brought me back to last year, I guess, when we left here. So that was my last chance in this building. But no, it kind of brought me back to tournament feeling here and tournament atmosphere.
You've seen this team before, way back on January 26th, a narrow one, all the way down to the wire, 3-point game, 62-59. How has your team changed since that last matchup?
Well, we're a little short on the guard play. We lost one of our guards that played in that game, Jaden Fralick, to a knee injury. So we're less one kid there, and they've changed things up a little bit on their side too, playing some more guards. And I think for the most part, we only played once. It was back in January. It was down to the wire. We got out to a good start, got a good lead, and they battled back and did some things in the half-court set to our guards that really gave us trouble. So that's kind of what I'm looking for.
To rewind the clock a little bit back more, not that we want to go that far back, but last year you did qualify for the state tournament. Didn't get to complete it due to COVID-19, obviously. What's it feel like now having their chance to punch your ticket to state?
Well, it's huge, and that's been a chip on all the kids' shoulders all year, is get back to that state tournament and then anything can happen. And because last year we didn't get a chance to finish it, and but it comes down to one game today, and that's the main focus right now is you win, you're in, you lose, the season's over.
You got two high-scoring opposites coming to this game. We saw a glimpse of that back on the first matchup. You guys have the second best scoring offense in all of the East region, scoring 76 points per game. Not too shabby, the Packers are. They score 71, the third best. What's it going to be like on the scoreboard tonight?
Well, I think obviously a high-scoring game hopefully favors us because we like to push in transition and score up tempo. But they've done a nice job shooting the ball from the outside, and then they go inside to Simon, the big strong post. So that's going to be, I think, a key for us is to keep her off the boards, especially offensive rebounds, and not give them putbacks.
You're only 16-3 this season, a good record, but you have the number 2 seed, and 2 of your 3 losses are the Fargo's Davies that happened in the semis. And now, as a 2 seed coming into this qualifying game, what do you tell your girls? I mean, obviously to play for state, but what do you tell them as a 2 seed coming into a qualifying game?
That anything can happen. Anytime you're playing on Saturday in a lose-or-out game in the East Region tournament, you throw everything out the window, the stats from earlier on, the records, where you're ranked, whatever. And it's go out and play one game and win that game and move on from there.
Coach, anything else like that?
Nope.
Thanks for your time and good luck.
Thank you.
Coach Justin Klein of the Devils Lake Firebirds, his number 2 seed Firebirds ready to take on the number 4 seed West Fargo Packers in the qualifying game to see who tackles a ticket to state. With about 22 seconds remaining here on our American Federal Bank pregame show on YourLoveEvent.com. Once again, a rematch from January 26th, the only 2 times these teams clash in a sectional showdown, or regional showdown for the East. And now back at it here at the Shield Center at the Shack. As the clock comes down, pregame is over. Thanks to American Federal Bank for their pregame sponsors. And we, looks like we'll forego the national anthem because we already have one game so far this morning. And we'll go right to our starting lineups. Looking at it right now, we have the home team, West Fargo Packers, and the Devils Lake Firebirds. Firebirds, the number 2 seed, Packers, the 4th. A pretty good crowd on hand this almost afternoon. We got about, 22 minutes before it hits noon, with the cheerleaders being introduced to the crowds. Coach Mike Benson of the Packers in his 4th year for West Fargo. Coach Justin Klein, he's been with the Firebirds for 14 years, 10 years as the head coach as of 2021. And for the Packers, we'll start with them from West Fargo. 15-7, 13-6 in the East region. Number 4, Brent Geeson, a senior guard at 5'7". Number 11, Chloe Fowl, sophomore guard at 5. Oh, they're going both back and forth. We'll go with West Fargo. Chloe Fowl, number 11 for the Packers, sophomore guard at 5'11". Number 12, Bradley Peterson, freshman guard at 5'6". Number 23, Ashlyn Diemert, senior guard at 5'9". And then rounding out number 32 for West Fargo is Mariley Simon, sophomore forward at 6'1". For the Packers, it goes Geeson, Fowl, Peterson, Diemert, and Simon. For Devils Lake Firebirds, it goes Melena Brandt, Kaya McLaren, Layla Gord, Ramsey Brown, 34, Jalen Mortison. It goes 13, Brandt, 15, McLaurin, 20, Gord, 24, Brown, number 34, Mortison. Both teams being introduced at the same time. How about that? Shake things up on us here, up in the broadcast booth. Off-kiltered upside at the Shields Center. Looks like we have one last player to introduce for Devils Lake. Is it number 21, Rachel Dallin, excuse me. Starting out there, and a change up on the starting lineups, excuse me. It's been a hectic morning here at the Shield Center. Our internet went down earlier. We apologize for the technical difficulties. Wrapping around for all the coaches to get back to us, but here we are, ready for this qualifying game. Rachel Dallin, the junior center at 6'2", starting for the Firebirds, excuse me. Good night. All right, flush all that. Here we go. First half, ready to get going with both teams huddling up, breaking the huddle, and meeting at the NDSU Bison logo at midcourt. Qualifying game. Who's going to go to state? Will the Firebirds go back to state, back-to-back years, and get to finish what they couldn't due to COVID-19? Or will it be the West Fargo Packers tacking on a ticket? We'll find out here. Looking for the Packers will be Riley Simon tipping off against Rachel Dahlgren. And we're underway here at the Shield Center for our second game of the morning. Ball goes to the Firebirds now in the left wing. This is Jim Morrison, now top of the key, dish around the arc. Now to Ramsey Brown, now top of the key, still keeping it in every player's hand so far. Right corner now is number 34, Morrison. She goes out to right wing, and we have a loose ball out of bounds. Still Firebirds possession. Now to inbound for Devils Lake. Number 34, Jalen Morrison gets it into the top of the key now. Is number 13, Melena Brandt, now inside, working in the post. Number 21, Dahlgren puts it up off the bank. Can't find to go, but she is fouled and heads to the line for her first trip to the free throw line this morning. First team foul. Dahlgren to the line. No points on the scoreboard yet. Dahlgren puts the first attempt up of the day off the back iron. Dahlgren, the junior center, sitting at 6'2", won the tip-off now in the first possession of the basketball game and goes 0 for 2 from the line. That one pulled down by number 32, Mariley Simon, with the first rebound. Now top of the key now. For the Packers will bring Geeson. Now to number 12, Bradley Peterson on the left side in the paint. Now top of the key, now left wing. Putting a move on is a Chloe foul. Spinning inside the paint, 13 feet away, puts up the jumper, won't go. Pulled down by Dahlgren and then Peterson, and eventually to the Firebirds. That one goes to Ramsey Brown. Now running up the court from the left block, won't go. Is Brown trying to go coast to coast. Taken back by the Packers and now clearing out. Looks like probably Peterson picked up that rebound. Excuse me, Brent Geeson. It was a foul on the near sideline by Devils Lake. Now re-inbound the ball with Chloe Fowl, the sophomore guard. Take it. Looks like we have a substitution. Yes, we do. As number 12, Bradley Peterson checks out of the game. Number 14, Taylor Van Winkle, sophomore guard at 5'10", checks in. This goes to Van Winkle in the left corner. Now drives, and she is picked away off the hand. Ramsey Brown finds a turnover. Now looking to go coast to coast. Back to Brown and back to Graham. And into the bucket for 2 for the first points of the game. Devils Lake on top, 2-0. Thanks to Brown, her first two of the game. There's Van Winkle, far right corner, now to Giesen. Now feeding all the way inside and up and strong finish in the paint by Minley Simon. Riley Simon ties it back up to 2-piece. Here's Ramsey Brown, now gives it off. Now in the corner, this is Mortison. She puts up the jumper off the glass, won't go. Long rebound will be corralled by Ramsey Brown for her second. Now gets it inside, running the offense. Now to Leo Gordon, top of the key, now right corner, this is Mortison. Morrison pushes it inside, now to Dahlgren. Now back to the right elbow. This is a jumper for 2. Midi is money by Rachel Dahlgren. Excuse me, looking for the official number there. The ponytail covering up as we have a jumper on the other side, and that one's good. Back-to-back buckets, trading back and forth for these two squads. 4-4 all. Number 20, Leo Gard with that last bucket for the Firebirds. Now this is up and in underneath by number 24, Brown. She is denied. And underneath the paint, we have a jump ball situation in favor of the Firebirds. Excuse me, a little hectic this morning, to say the least, on that last bucket. Didn't get a number on it. Now pushing it are the Packers inside. This is the left block, and that one is stripped away, taken down by number 24, Ramsey Brown for a third board. Had a nice block there, right, too. Now she runs the right corner. This is Brandt pushing to the baseline. Now feeds inside to Dahlgren. Dahlgren goes inside it now, up off the glass, looking for number 20, Layla Gard. Gard is fouled and heads to the line. She has 2 points so far, looking to add to that total. Gord now at the line. Senior Ford puts up the first attempt of her day and rattles it in. 5-4. Gord gets her third point. Devils Lake leads. Second attempt up and in. 2 for 2. Gord goes. She's got 4 in a 6-4 lead with 15:20 left in the first half. West Fargo running the court now. This is Taylor Van Winkle across the timeline. Goes to the right side now to Deemert. Now back over to Giesen. Now over the left elbow. And a walk. Yes, sir. A walk by Brandt and a turnover by West Fargo. Her second of the game. Inbound coming from Rachel Dahlgren. She gives it to Milena Brandt across the timeline. Feeding it all the way up for Mortison. Way past her reach. And gives it right back to West Fargo. West Fargo gives it right back to Devils Lake. West Fargo getting the ball back now with Bryn Giesen inbounding. Across the timeline by number 11, Chloe Fowl. Gives it to Van Winkle. Top of the key. Feeds all the way inside and poked away from Simon. Another turnover for West Fargo. Now run the court. This is Dahlgren in the right elbow. She goes to the right corner now, right wing for Ramsey Brown. She goes baseline, backs out now to number 13, Brandt. Now Brandt back into Dahlgren. Puts up the jump and the lay-in for 2 from the baseline. Rachel Dahlgren, her first 2 points, and it's 8-4 Devils Lake. Now, here is left corner. This is Fowl for 3 off the rim, and a strong rebound there by Giesen. Giesen now clears it out to number 11, Fowl. Fowl left corner goes over to Deemert for 3, rattles in and out again, and Johnny on the spot. Giesen finds the board, and the putback for 2, cutting it to 8-6 with 14-12 and ticking here in the first. Devils Lake still on top. Now feeding it quickly inside to all the way to Brown. Her shot won't go. A scrum for the basketball. Brown got it back and puts it back for 2. Mortison actually getting in there on the action. Mortison gets the rebound in the 2 and pushes it to 10-6. Geeson gives off now to foul. To Van Winkle, now to foul in the left corner. Lost the handle there for a second. Now, foul feeds inside, looking for Simon. Tip ball, and it goes out of bounds. Still, West Fargo basketball. A plethora of substitutions coming in. Looks like Brandt and at number 21, Rachel Dahlgren check out for the Firebirds. Looking for their substitutions now. Looks like number 25, Cameron Friddle comes in the game. That shot won't go. Pulled down by Layla Gord with the defensive rebound. Now pushing it up to Ramsey Brown. Top of the key. She goes left corner to Morrison. That's a short jumper. Midi is money again for Morrison. She's got 4 points and a 12-6 lead. Quickly feeding it up all the way to freshly checked in Jessica Walsvik for Packers and turning it right back over off her mitts. The 4th by West Fargo in this first half. It's 12-6 Firebirds with 13:20 remaining for halftime. Pushing it up now. Ramsey Brown. She goes all the way inside. That was a swat and a half. Gord couldn't find the go, and it's pulled down by Walsvik for her first board off the bench. But coming right back with it with the steal, Cameron Fiddle finds it. 5th West Fargo turnover finds the hands of Coach Mike Benton, and back to the Packers side of the court. Bren Geeson now across the timeline. Geeson gets a screen, now goes opposite side, drives inside the right side, trying to back out now. She's 2-on-1, bounce pass over, nice pretty pass, and nice better finish by number 12, Briley Peterson for her first 2. It's 12-8. Firebirds still on top. 12:45 first half. Here's Friddle, now goes to Gord, feeding inside. This is up and in from underneath the baseline. Nice shot there by Carly Frogros, and she has 2 in a 14-8 lead. 12:30 first half. Now there's Geeson all the way to the top of the key now, almost lost by foul. Foul 2-on-1, has to get it over, now goes over to the left side. This is Peterson, she drives in, now goes left short corner, midi up, airmailed by number 34, Walsvik, and pulled down by the Firebirds. Now feeding it up quickly now, all the way to Brown. Oh, stutter step back in for 2, put it in from a few feet away for Ramsey Brown. She has 4 points, and the lead getting up now to 8, 16-8 with 12 minutes in the first. Here is a just short of a 3-point line shot by Taylor Van Winkle. That one finds her second bucket, and now it's 16-10. Firebirds on top with 11:58 timeout on the floor. Take one with them here on YourLoveEvent.com.
The City of Hillsborough welcomes you with opportunities to build, grow, live, and work in the Hillsborough community. With the City of Hillsborough Renaissance Zone, new businesses and entrepreneurs can use to start a business. The time for you to consider Hillsborough is now. Come see us, make the drive, and visit the City of Hillsborough. Contact city offices or visit www.hillsborough-nd.com. Small town, big opportunity. Experience Hillsborough.
Coming back from the timeout on YourLoveEvent.com, 16-10 is the score in favor of the Firebirds of Devils Lake. They have possession of the basketball right now with Brown running it. Now over to Morrison. Now top of the key back to Brown. Now goes to Gord, right short corner. She dribbles out, back in, and picked away by West Fargo. Turnover for Devils Lake, only their second. Now here come the Packers. Feed inside to Van Winkle. Nice pass from Geeson, and Van Winkle is fouled, and Taylor heads to the line for the first time this afternoon officially. No, we're not there yet. 9 minutes till morning is over. That is the first team foul by Devils Lake. That one by Van Winkle, 0 for 1 off the glass. We have some substitutions coming in for Devils Lake. Number 21, Rachel Dahlgren back in the game. Coming off the floor is number 25, Cameron Friddle, as well as Layla Gore to get her substitution here in a second, as Van Winkle goes 1 for 2, has 5 points, cuts it to 16-11. 11:35, first half. We have a foul right off the bat as soon as the Firebirds get it across. Looks like that's going to be on Van Winkle. It is. Her first personal foul. Team third. Now Morrison to go up top to key now. She goes to Carly Krogfoss, who puts up a shot now off the glass. Krogfoss looking for it in the paint. Krogfoss with the putback, and for 2 for the deuce. Board 2 for 4. Krogfoss has now 4 points. 18-11 lead. 11-17 first half. And here come the Packers. Right corner. Pushing it. Now back and forth. Driving baseline now picked away by Dahlgren back in the game. Almost had it. Now here's a fight for the basketball. 2-on-1. Packers got it back. Geeson now goes inside. Up and in for Peterson. She won't get her shot to go. And it's found by Milena Brandt for her first rebound. Now running the court. Oh, nice save there by Brown, but right into the midst. Back to West Fargo now running back and forth. Now a travel, yes. Bradley Peterson tried to drag her feet, tried to stop her momentum, but turns it right back over as soon as the Packers got it. More substitutions. Number 24, Ramsey Brown checks out of the game. Looking for a substitution right now. Looks like number 25, Catherine Friddle came back in the game. She has it in the right wing. Friddle now goes top of the key to Brandt. Feeds bullet pass inside to Frogos, and a left-sided block shot. Count it and a foul off the feed in the dish over to Jill Morrison. She now has 6 and a chance at a 3-point play. The lead is now 20-11. 9-point game with 10:36 in the first. So up by Morrison and in. Her first attempt, her first make. She's got 7 and a 21-11 lead. Now we go on the right side. This is Simon. Simon spinning around right short corner, puts it up, puts it in. Simon making quick work of that possession. Now immediately back on defense. The Packers are not there for a second. A shot there by Friddle won't go. And now we have a jump ball downstairs on the paint, and it's still Firebirds basketball. 21-13 after that bucket by Mariley Simon. Now Morrison inbound. She goes right corner. This is Brandt. Milena Brandt now right wing. Goes over the top of the key. Feed inside from Dahlgren. Misses Frogros. Up off the glass. Won't go. Loose ball still. Who's going to pick it up? Looks like the Firebirds do. And now back over to Brown. Brown is denied hard with a foul. And rightfully so. Goes to the line. Excuse me. That is Jalen Morrison heading to the line once again. Brown now checking back into the game here in a hot second. That is the 5th team foul by West Fargo. This one up by Morrison and off the back iron. Made her first shot on her last trip to the line. Morrison now. Back at it. Second attempt, back in. She's 2 for 3. She has 8 points and a 22-13 lead. Morrison checks out. In for the now checked in, number 24, Ramsey Brown. She's got 4. Now number 23, Ashley Deemer has it. Now in the right elbow, this is foul. Puts it up from the right elbow, won't go. Pulled down by Simon. Now here's left elbow once again. That one rattles in and out from Deemer. Same shot, same place. Loose ball goes out of bounds. West Fargo basketball. Layla Gord to check back in the game. She comes in for Carly Frogfoss. And checking out of the game for the Packers as Jessica Walsvig, looking for her new substitution, looks to be Taylor Van Winkle. This one goes to Marilyn Simon, left wing. Puts a move on, now fakes, now picked away, ripped, and back possession still of the Packers. It's Van Winkle, top of key. Now to the foul line. She gives it to Peterson. Peterson to foul. Foul puts it up off the shot, and the left block won't go. Pulled down by Rachel Dahlgren with the first rebound. Now here's Milena Brandt running across the timeline. Spins around left front court. She's double teamed. We have a jump ball situation right here. Getting all the way up. And Brandt's hip pocket. Packers did, and they get the ball off of the jump ball favor. Devils Lake gives it right back. Turns up only the 3rd turnover by the Firebirds with 9:15 left in the first half. Up 22-13. Now here's Van Winkle, left wing. Goes a foul, left corner. Feeds inside, looking for Simon. Picked away by Gord. Giving it back now to the Firebirds. Now looking to run it. Here is picked away by Geeson. That was Friddle who had a lane there for the basketball. Now it's Van Winkle. She pulls up left side, midi. No, that is foul. That won't go. Pulled down by Brandt. Brandt running it now to Ramsey Brown in the left midi. Oh, she put a nice move on. Rattled in for 2. Little stutter step off the left foot. And Brown now has 6 points in a 24-13 lead. Now a ball out of bounds. Substitutions on the way for Devils Lake. Jenna Frelick and number 34, Jill Morrison checking the game. Out of the game now come Catherine Friddle and Rachel Dahlgren for the Firebirds. Chloe Fowl now to inbound, the far sideline, going right to left on our dial. She gives it to Geeson, gives back the foul, right wing. Guarded by Brown now on the right elbow. This is Van Winkle, and she lost the handle on the basketball, extended her arms, but couldn't corral it back and turns it over. 9 turnovers for West Fargo in this first half, and they're down 24-13. Layla Gord inbounds to Brandt. Brandt, the senior guard, only 2 boards so far, no points. Cross the timeline. Goes to left wing now. That is a Brown, now left corner. Gord for 3, off back iron. Loose ball found inside by the Packers, being cleared out now. Now to foul. That was by number 23, Deemer. Now feeding inside to Simon from the right block for 2. Morales Simon, 6 points and cuts it within 9 now. 24-15. 8:04 first half. The number 2, number 4 seed in this tournament. And now here is inside Morrison trying to find the N1 play. She does not, but she heads to the line anyway, putting up a teardrop from 12 feet away and is fouled. 6th team foul by West Fargo. And now Morrison, 2 for 3 so far this afternoon. Now 3 for 4. She's got 9 points early with 7:57 in the first half. 25-15 after that make by Morrison. Puts it up and rattles that one in as well. Morrison, double figures for the senior forward. It's 26-15. Firebirds. Just under 8 minutes to go now in the first. Now Mrs. Geeson. Bryn Geeson feeds inside to off the left elbow and putting in for 2. Chloe Fowl finds the bucket once again from the left elbow. 26-17 Firebirds. And now here's a rip. Brown trying to get in the baseline and a jump ball called in favor of the Firebirds. Still they have the basketball. 7:36 left for halftime. Firebirds fell to Fargo Davies. Number 1 seed in this team, or in this tournament. Now the second seeded Firebirds looking to punch their second straight ticket to state. Now here's a left corner 3 up by Freilich, won't go. Pulled it down by number 12, Bri Pearson for her first board. Pearson now to Brandt, and now back to Pearson, left block. Trying to pivot, now goes top of the key. Here's a long 3 up by Fowl off back iron and pulled down Johnny on the spot. Peterson, she started from the left block, she finished from the left block, puts it in for 2. She's got 4 off that rebound now, and now it's 26-19. Firebirds try to put it up, they can't find the mark, and pulled down by Geeson. Now here is all alone, same exact spot. Goes Peterson. Riley Peterson has 6 and cuts it within 5. 26-21. Now here's a right side jumper by Ramsey Brown. Won't go. And out of bounds? No, it's in the possession of Bryn Geeson. Finds the rebound. And that foul on Jenna Freilich. Team's 5th, I believe, for the Firebirds. Gord, Mortison, and looks like here, number 11, Freilich check out for the Firebirds. And here come the Packers with Bryn Geeson. Geeson now to Peterson. Peterson, left side, puts it up, kicks out left corner. Chloe Fowl for 3. Rattles in and out, couldn't get enough elbow grease on that one. Pulled down by Rachel Dahlgren, her second board. Elena Brandt now running to the top of the key. That goes right wing. This is back in the game, Kevin Friddle checking in. Now underneath, goes through the legs there of Brandt, and now feeding Dahlgren. And now here is Frogros up and can't find it. She is denied. Gets her own rebound though, and now bounces it right back into the midst of West Fargo. 4th turnover by Devil's Lake. Now here is a foul once again, kicking out left corner, putting a move on Deemer. Now she'll drive inside left side, puts up a little floater and in. Ashlyn Deemer for 2. Her first 2, and cuts it from 26-23. Another turnover. This is Deemer again, in the right side, opposite side. And what do we got right here? We got a play coming to the foul line. Deemer attracts the shot and the foul, and it can bring it within 2 at this trip. This is Deemer's first trip to the line this afternoon. She just had 2, her first 2 of the ball game. Her first attempt of this look, and puts it in. 3 points for Ashlyn Deemert. Taylor Van Winkle checks in for Chloe Fowl. It's 26-24. West Fargo trailing by 2. 5:46 first half. Fowl gets some pats on the back. And Deemert puts it up and puts it in. Brings it within 1. After a 11-point game, 10-point game early on in this one. 26-25, 5:40. Firebirds on top in the first. Top of the key, Morrison checking in now. She goes to Brandt left wing. Brandt fires inside to Krogfoss. She goes left corner now. Now out to Brandt left wing, and now back to Krogfoss. Now loose ball, saved by Dahlgren. Bounces off, heads up play, but saving the basketball, Tara Van Winkle. And now here comes Dahlgren to rip for the basketball. What do we have here? A jump ball and Packers basketball. Much to the approval of Coach Mike Benson. Mike Benson wearing the maroon jacket with his green Packers. Now here is the left side for Peterson. She goes left elbow, foul line, puts up a midi, and routed in and out by number 34, Walsvik. Coming down the rebound is Dahlgren. Now in the right side, Friddle off the mitts and hands, and loose ball now to Brandt. She is fouled hard from the right corner, and she goes to the line after the foul, looking for the three. She gets a good look there. And Brandt's first attempt to the line this afternoon. 7th team foul by West Fargo. Brandt's first attempt won't go. She has no points so far still. It's a 1-point game. The senior misses right there. Now Brandt, the second look, and puts it in. She'll get another one after that foul on the 3-point attempt. Pushes it now 27-25. Substitutions, looks like Morrison and Friddle check out of the game in their place. Looks like to be number 24, Ramsey Brown. The other substitution here in a second. Brandt goes 1 for 3 from the line. Pulled it down by Van Winkle, her first. Board. Now here comes Bryn Geeson, right wing, goes to right corner. This is a foul back in the game. Now top of the key. Being Deemer, now inside, back out to Walsvik. Now this is foul again. Right short side, puts up a jumper, and is absolutely snuffed out like a candle, pulled down by Dahlgren. Now Dahlgren goes over to Brown right wing with 4:38 left in the half. Dahlgren now right corner to Gord. She had a look there. She's going to corral it, hang back, give the Brandt right wing. Back to Gord, give and go. Gord still not going to shoot. Looks to feed top of the key now to Brown. Ramsey Brown looking the dish. She gets a screen, goes opposite side from Gord. Now the Brandt top of the key has 8 seconds to get it off. Fargo fighting for the basketball and turning it back over. Devils Lake now 5 turnovers, running the floor. Here comes West Fargo for 2. Can't find it. Put back though in. Finding it now, 27 all, a tie game. And now here's a left side look for Gord. Now inside now is Brown. She puts up a wild, erratic shot. Is fouled. I believe Ramsey Brown heads to the line here in a tie contest. 8th team foul for West Fargo, really racking up the personals in this first half. Joe Morrison checks in now from Lana Brandt for the Firebirds. Now all tied up with 3:58 in the first. Now let's look. Ramsey Brown, her first attempt of the afternoon, puts it in. She has 7 now. Retakes the lead at 28-27 for the Firebirds. Brown looking for her 8th point and a 2-point cushion with 3:58 to go. Finds it. 29-27. 3:55. Here's top. Key now for foul. Now left front court to Geeson. Feet inside. A foul left elbow. Poked away once again. West Fargo 10 turnovers. Now Jim Morrison running right side. She goes baseline. Right block. Puts up left hand from right side. In for 2. Jalen Morrison with 12 points and a 31-27 lead. West Fargo just tied his basketball game up. Firebirds back on top. Now here's foul. No, that is Van Winkle, and she is absolutely bodied for a jump ball back to the Firebirds with Carly Krogfoss to inbound. Krogfoss to inbound with 3:30 to go in the first. She gives it to number 24, Ramsey Brown. Brown across the timeline, guarded by Giesen. 1-on-1 goes left side to Leo Gord. Leo Gord in the left wing, looking to feed inside, now puts on a move, a little step or two, now goes to right. That one's poked away, no, back to Morrison, finding it, right elbow puts it up for 2 off the glass, didn't find the rim, and it's pulled it down by Bradley Peterson now, looking to go coast to coast. She's stripped away, a little pickpocket there by Jim Morrison, got too far in the pockets, and it sends Bradley Peterson to the line. 4th personal foul for Morrison. Getting in foul trouble with 12 points. And now up to the free throw line for the first time is Peterson. That one off back iron. She's got 6 so far. Milena Brandt checks in now for Jalen Morrison, who has to take some time here with 3:07 in the first half. Already 4 fouls against her. There's top. The key once again now at the foul line. 0 for 2. Peterson goes, and the loose basketball finds Layla Gord's hands. Now firing all the way up to Rachel Dahlgren, left wing. Now Dahlgren feeds opposite side, picked away for a brief moment there by Jessica Walsvik. Still Firebirds basketball with 2:56 to go in the first half. 4-point lead for Devils Lake. Gord inbounds, goes right corner to Dahlgren, feeds inside, swatted once again by Walsvik. We'll redo that inbound, this time from the baseline by Layla Gord. Gord waits the basketball, handed to her. Now she claps it, looking for the find. Finds Brandt right wing. Brandt now looking to go inside. She goes to Dahlgren, left elbow. Dahlgren puts a move on and goes up, left side shot with the left hand. Rattles every part of the rim, won't go. Another jump ball situation, and it goes to West Fargo. West Fargo possession. Packers down by 4 with 2:44 in the first. Here in the qualifying game to head to state. Firebirds with their last season. West Fargo went 1-2 in this tournament. The East Region tournament in Class A. Here's Giesen putting up, oh my goodness, I don't know how she finished that one. Underneath the paint, she was pushed down to the ground. No foul call. She has 6 and brings it within 2 points now. 31-29. Now here's Gord. Her outstretched hands could not find the bullet pass by Brown. Turnover Devils Lake. Jill Morrison checks back in the game in place of Carly Krogfoss. Looks like another substitution. Number 11, Chloe Fowl. Number 11, Jenna Freilich comes in for number 21, Rachel Dahlgren. West Fargo inbounds. This one from Peterson. Gives to Giesen. Bring Giesen right front court. Dribbles to the side, to the top of the key. Gets a screen from Walsvik. Goes to Walsvik, right side elbow. Now goes a foul, 12 feet away. And a strong foul inside, on foul. And she heads to the line. Put off the high bottom part of the glass. Excuse me, that was Jill Morrison's only her second foul. And the team, personal 5th for the team. And now Foul puts it in, her first attempt of the afternoon. She has 3 points officially now. Brings it within 1. 31-30. New substitution here for West Fargo with number 33. Get to that substitution here in a second. 2 for 2, tied up. Goes foul, and it's 31 all with 2 minutes left here in the first half. Here is Dahlgren, left wing, now gives it to left wing to Brown. Hands it off to Brandt, same spot. She goes left corner now, spins around back out to Brown, top of the key. Brown now pushed inside, right elbow, and a dish back out to Brandt. Still at the top, off coach to the left, feet inside to Dahlgren. Dahlgren fouled, head to the line. No ground foul. No, since we're in the bonus now, 9 fouls by West Fargo, and sends Dahlgren to the line. Dahlgren 0 for 2 so far, but junior center with 2 points so far with 4 rebounds, and now 0 for 3. Still tied up at 31 all. That one pulled down by Giesen. Giesen now with 1:35 before halftime. Goes to Deemer, right, left front court, now back to foul. Near the top of the key, goes to Deemer, left wing, puts a move on, now puts inside to Walsvik. That one's poked away, back to Devil's Lake. And here's Freilich, gives it now to her teammates, now to Dahlgren, and now to Brown, hand off to Brandt, left wing, fire back into Dahlgren, left block shot up and out. And now a scrum for the basketball, pulled it down by Deemer for the rebound. Now running it is up inside for 2, Bradley Peterson, count it, and a foul. Bradley Peterson looks for the 3-point play. No, a charge taken. Peterson does not find it. A smart charge taken there. No points. Substitution number 33, Erica Nelson checks in for number 21, Rachel Dahlgren for the Firebirds. Number 12, Bradley Pearson checks out after that charge. pushed against her. Now 105, minute and change in the first half. Here's Brown, right wing. Brown goes right corner to Brandt. Brandt looking to dish. Goes to Frelick, right corner, right wing now. Frelick looking to go top of the key. She does to Gord. Gord pushes inside. Open is Nelson. Nelson has it poked away. Here is put back in from the right short corner. Gord right on the spot to find it for 6 points now. 33-21, 31. And a lead change. Went back and forth there for a second. Now here's a right short corner. That one is a 2-ball up in the far side by Walsvik and tracked down by Gord. Gord now with 28 seconds, still a scrum. Nelson finds the basketball. Nelson now feeding to Frelick. Frelick 1-on-1, now backs out right wing. Now try to feed the Nelson right off her elbow. And back to West Fargo. Devils Lake turning up the turnovers now. 15 seconds left in the first half. Shot clock turned off. Foul top of the key. Foul looks to left corner. This is Deemer. Back to Foul. With 7 seconds to shoot. Foul drives inside. 3-on-1. Absolutely mugged. Banks it in. Chloe Foul with 5 points and ties it up right before the buzzer sounds for halftime. It's 33-33. A tie ball game in the qualifying game to send one of these two teams to state between Devils Lake and West Fargo. We'll take a break and come back with our halftime report. Don't go anywhere. This is YourLoveEvent.com.
The Ada EDA is committed to improving the quality of life for Ada residents by providing assistance to new and small businesses, developing and assisting with affordable housing to provide economic growth in our community, and including building incentives with affordable lots in great locations with amenities, and also city property tax abatement and free city utilities. For information, contact City of Ada 784-5522 or visit the City of Ada website adamn.gov.
I'm the first kid in my family to have graduated from college. And then at NDHSAA, they told me, hey, look, you can get credits for this, you can go further. So I start to see like my horizon broaden up. I'm gonna be pretty unstoppable. My name is Julie, and I'm here for my future.
Going to NDHSAA, I found out way more than just like sports. I met a lot of people just on my floor, and then different activities you could go to that were on campus. I for sure will look back at all the memories and love it. My name is Grace, and I'm here for my future.
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
See your future come together at Lake Region State College. Train for in-demand careers, part-time, full-time, or online. At Lake Region State College, we change lives.
Welcome to our halftime report, brought to you by the Red River Valley Speedway. To host the World of Outlaws this season, visit RedRiverValleySpeedway.com for track schedule and racing news from Red River Valley Speedway. And the halftime score leads 33-all between Devils Lake and West Fargo here in the qualifying game to send one of these two squads to state. Let's see how they stacked up against each other in the first half of play. Devils Lake off to an early lead, but back and forth, both teams traded ties, going back and forth for a early portion of that first half. The lead jumped up to 24-15 and then eventually 25-15, a 10-point lead for the Firebirds of Devils Lake against West Fargo. West Fargo were able to rally back into this one. Two lead changes exchanged in the first half for 4 times overall. Game was tied at 27, and then once back again at 31, and then now at 33. Devils Lake has only turned it over 7 times to West Fargo's 11 so far. Devils Lake being out-rebounded right now by West Fargo 16-14. Both teams getting plenty of action down inside the paint early on in this contest. Recap earlier action in this tournament. We had Devils Lake Firebirds, the number 2 seed in this tournament, taking on number 4 seed at West Fargo Packers. And it was in the semifinal round where Devils Lake fell to Fargo Davies for the second time this season. Devils Lake has 3 losses on their mark at 16-3, and 2 of them belong to the Eagles of Davies. Davies playing in the championship game later on this afternoon at 1:30. In our previous game, starting at 10 a.m., Grand Forks Red River, the number 1 seed of this entire tournament, who was upset by Shanley High School in the semifinal round back on the 4th, back on Thursday, 49-44. Defeated West Fargo Cheyenne. That game on yourloveevent.com as well. All 6 games in the girls and boys tournament of the East Region tourney on this Saturday afternoon being broadcasted. Once again, your halftime score, 33 all between Devils Lake and West Fargo, with still another half to play, all knotted up. And who's going to go to state once that knot is untied? We'll find out. We'll come back to our halftime show brought to you by Red River Valley Speedway after this on yourloveevent.com.
The Ada EDA is committed to improving the quality of life for City of Ada residents with affordable housing lots to provide economic growth in our community. Loans are available to help with neighborhood improvements with the costs of demolition for home or building up to $7,500 in forgivable loans with 0% interest. For more information, contact the City of Ada, 218-784-5522, or visit the City of Ada website, adamn.gov.
Border States provides value to our customers by delivering innovative product and supply chain solutions in the construction, industrial, and utility markets. We're thankful for the support we receive from our community, and we remain committed and driven to provide the best experience possible for our customers and partners across the country. Good luck to everyone competing today from all of us at Border States.
Welcome back to our Red River Valley Speedway halftime show on yourloveevent.com at the Shields Center at the Shack here in Fargo, North Dakota. Derek Zimmerman-Geyer with you on this lovely Saturday afternoon for playoff basketball in Class A of the East Region here in the girls basketball tournament here in our second game of the morning/afternoon. Devils Lake 33, West Fargo 33 on your scoreboard. Let's see how they got there. Let's see who contributed to that total, starting off with the number 4 seed West Fargo Packers. Brandon Geeson with 6 points, and to her credit, 6 rebounds, matching her point totals. Chloe Fowl, no boards, but is on the board with 5 points, 2 for 2 from the line. Bradley Peterson has, looks like 4 rebounds and 6 points to her name. Ashlyn Deemer has 2 boards, 4 points. Mariley Simon has 2 boards and 6 points as well. A well-balanced attack by the Packers from their starting 5. Off the bench, Taylor Van Winkle, number 14, has a board and 5 points. So even off the bench there, the Packers finding a plethora of points from everyone involved. Just on cue, the Firebirds of Devils Lake come out of the locker room from their halftime break, and we'll tally up their stats from the first half. Lina Brandt has 1 point and 2 boards, 1 for 3 from the line. Found that 1 point from the line. Kai McLaurin has not scored in this game. Kai McLaurin has not gotten the game so far. Lila Guard, number 20, with 3 boards and 6 points. Their name cut that in half. Ramsey Brown has 3 boards to 8 points. And a game high by Jalen Morrison, with 12 points and 1 board. Morrison also have 2 team fouls against her, 2 personal fouls, excuse me. Trina Frelick has gotten in the game, number 11, no points, no boards. Number 25, Cameron Friddle has as well. Same story, different dance. Erica Nelson got in the game. Another same story. Carly Krogfoss with 4 points and 1 board. And Rachel Dahlgren from the starting lineup with 4 points and 2 points to her name. 4 boards, excuse me. With about a minute left here in our Red River Valley halftime show. Looks like the buzzer's going to sound for the girls to clear the courts, go talk to the coaches, and to set the scene for the second half. These teams played way back when on January 26th in a 62-59 dub for the Firebirds, just narrowly escaping West Fargo with a win. That game was actually at Devil's Lake. When I say escaping, the Packers right on their heels, the number 4 team in the East. Packers didn't make state last year, went 1-2 in this said tourney. They've lost to Devil's Lake 7 straight times in a matchup between 2 of the hottest offenses in the East region. 71 points per game for West Fargo. That's good for the 3rd highest scoring offense in the region. For Devil's Lake, they're the 2nd highest with 76 points per game, giving up 57. West Fargo giving up 54, and ready to get back here underway at the Shields Center at the Shack with Jill Morrison. 10 bound going right to left on our dial. She gives the Brandt. Brandt guarded by Geeson, spins around, now bowling her way in, now right wing, feeds inside, Dahlgren, turn around, puts up on the floater, rattles it in for 2. Getting off to a hot start, quick start, Rachel Dahlgren takes the lead right back at 35-33 within the first 15 seconds. Now foul in the left wing inside the arc, gives off to Deemer, she goes, cuts in now, back to foul, left side, she fakes, goes left block, puts it in with the hand, left block for 2 for Chloe Fowl. First points of the second half. She's got 7, ties it back up for our 5th tie of the game at 35 all. 7-18 second half. Brandt right corner, looks to dish inside, goes to Dahlgren, now top of the key to Ramsey Brown. Little Gord left wing, she won't fire away, she's got some space there. Goes top of the key now to Brown, she's got space. She goes Morrison right wing, Morrison looking to go inside. She has 8 seconds to get off. She drives in baseline, spins around, now goes to Dahlgren. She puts in a move, puts in a little floater from left side, won't fall. Pulled it down by number 32, Mariley Simon, her 3rd board. Right back, though, to Dahlgren, to Gord. Gord won't find the go, and it's taken back by, guess who? Mariley Simon, her 4th board, back-to-back. A turnover there for West Fargo. Now running the floor on the left corner. Still knotted up is Deemer. She goes gliding to Geeson, to the right wing. Geeson now, guarded by Brandt. Bounce pass over to Deemer. She puts up a 15-foot shot, puts it in. Deemer with the deuce. Gives the lead to her Packers at 37-35. Now there's the right wing, Morrison. She tilts her head, telling her teammate to go one way. She instead goes to Gore, top of the key. Now to Brandt, left wing. Brandt now driving baseline, puts up left block, puts it in. Elena Brandt, her first field goal of the game, and ties it up just in time at 37. She's got 3 points with 15:55 left in regulation. That one bobbled through the hands of Geeson, right back to Devil's Lake. Now running the floor out of bounds. That goes off of West Fargo. Looks like Geeson got back in there to pickpocket it from Brandt. Now Brandt retrieves the basketball from underneath the scorer's table on the far media side. And Jill Morrison right back in the same spot she inbounded to the start of the second half. She goes all the way to Brandt, all alone in the paint. She is denied. All the way coming in to save that one. Jessica Walsvik takes it back for West Fargo. Now running the court on the right short corner. This is Deemer. She won't find it. That was actually Simon. Simon starting a jump ball, and it's still West Fargo basketball. Riley Peterson checks in now for Bryn Geeson. Geeson heads to the bench with 6 points. Riley Peterson comes in the game with 6 of her own. This one inbound from the baseline. This is Simon once again, and she is snuffed from behind. That is Dahlgren getting the block, getting the board, and now goes over to Morrison, left wing. Morrison now dribble, goes top now to Dahlgren, left elbow. Now goes right wing to Gord. Layla Gord looking to dish. Dribble, top of the key to Morrison. Still 37 all. 15-15 first half. Gord now backing in, now pushing into the left block and right into the hands of Deemer for a turnover. Devils Lake's first of the second half. Devils Lake now back on defense. Here comes Peterson, left corner. She finds over the left side, down bounce pass over 16 feet away. Off the midi, won't go by Simon, and now taken down by Brandt. Brandt now goes all the way up to Morrison. Morrison spins around, puts it up, is clobbered from behind. Nice effort there on defense. Coming away with Chloe Fowl with a block. West Fargo back with the basketball. Going left to right. Foul now, dancing with Ramsey Brown. It goes left wing. Left wing now driving in. This is Peterson. She goes right corner. This is a 3-ball up and airmailed. Looks like Walsvik. Walsvik couldn't get the go. All alone there. The ball goes out in the backcourt. And still West Fargo basketball. We got a timeout by the Packers of West Fargo. Mike Benson wants to take a full one. We'll take one with him. 37 all with 14:27 left to play here in the second half.
How can I get all of my marketing projects done, you may ask? Well, the answer is simple. Call Range Printing at 888-632-8844. All you need is one call to one source for all types of promos, brochures, banners, and more. To find this one source, head to rangeprinting.com, where endless possibilities wait to meet your countless projects. Range Printing, 888-632-8844. Everything print.
Coming back from the timeout by Coach Mike Benson and the West Fargo Packers, it's still knotted up between his squad and the Devils Lake Firebirds at 37 all with 14:27 left to play in regulation. West Fargo basketball. This is Foul looking to inbound. She finally gets it in just in the nick of time. The Deemer now runs inside, puts up Euro step off the right block, tried the scoop layup, wouldn't go, and it's pulled down by Dahlgren. Now it's running by Firebirds. Ramsey Brown left wing. She stops, stutter steps, goes left block. Oh, nice move, better finish from Ramsey Brown. Her first bucket of the second half. She has 10 and gives the lead now at 39-37. Fifth lead change of the game. Now Peterson left wing. She feeds inside, back to Devils Lake, right in the midst. And West Fargo, 3 turnovers second half. And that one given right back, tip for tap to Devils Lake to West Fargo. Peterson now runs the floor. She's in the left block. She's in the bucket. No, in the baseline. And now we have a foul. Looks like Carly Progfoss found the board and took a little bit of a wallop. First team foul of the second half by West Fargo. Now on Peterson. Brendan Geeson checks in for Peterson. Now coming off the bench. Firebirds possession. This is Melina Brandt across midcourt. Guarding Brandt is Geeson. Now left elbow is Dahlgren. Pump, pump, pump. Goes to Morrison. Left short corner and in. Morrison turning it up again. Her first bucket of the second. And she has 14 points, a game high. And pushes the lead to 41-37. And given right back to Devils Lake. And right back in the bucket. This time courtesy from the right block by Ramsey Brown. She's got 12 of her own. And it's 43-37. Pushing that lead up after the tie. Now inside the baseline. Loose ball goes off of Jessica Walls' hands. And back to Devils Lake. Back-to-back turnovers for West Fargo. They have 4 in the third. They're now down 43-37. With 13:05 in the second. Brandt and Geeson do it over again. Now across the timeline. Gets a screen from Krogfoss. Brandt does. Now goes to Krogfoss in the right elbow. Being guarded closely. Goes to Morrison. Left wing 3. Puts it in. Morrison, 17 points. Her first 3. The lead is to 9. It's 46-37. Now foul and the Packers look to slow it down, being absolutely harassed with 12:40 in the second half. That shot won't go on the second left side. Pulled it down by Krogfoss. Her second rebound. Now she tries to beat the Brandt. Brandt has it slip off her hands, and a timeout by Coach Justin Klein and the Firebirds. Wants to recess things here up by 9, getting the lead back, and a big one of 12:31 left in the second half.
The Ada EDA is committed to improving the quality of life for Ada residents by providing assistance to new and small businesses, developing and assisting with affordable housing to provide economic growth for the community as well. New businesses, lots are available in the industrial park, and buildings available along East and West Main Streets. Get information, contact the City of Ada, 218-784-5522. Visit the City of Ada website, adamn.gov.
Welcome back from the break. Timeout by Coach Justin Klein of the Devils Lake Firebirds. Up 46-37 on a little run right now against West Fargo to begin the second half with 12:31 left in regulation. 9-point game, Firebirds basketball. Ramsey Brown with it in the backcourt, feeds now to Krokvoss. That one now to Morrison, who just drained a three. Nice dish up inside, counted a foul in the right block for Rachel Dahlgren. All the momentum in the world swirling for the Firebirds. Dahlgren has 6, and the lead is 11, 48-37. Substitution time. Ashlyn Deemer checks out in her place. Briley Peterson. Dahlgren heads to the line. The junior center with 6 points, but is 0 for 3. Now is 1 for 4. And now, number 7, it's 49-37. A 12-point lead for these Firebirds with 12:14 to go. Now left corner, wide open left corner 3, short, and gets her own rebound is Van Winkle, Tara Van Winkle. She goes inside now. This is number 32, Simon. Now right corner versus Geeson for 3, off the rim, off the front, and now a loose ball picked up by Van Winkle, and they're going to call a foul against Devils Lake. Still Packers basketball. Now to inbound for the Packers. Foul, pumps, now goes inside to Mariley Simon. Now back out the foul on the left wing. Foul, puts a move on, wide to the top, now back to the left. Now to Simon, puts a move in the bank. Now is snuffed out by Krokvoss, using the left block, and Krokvoss having none of it. Now feeding at the Brown right wing, slows down, and now goes all the way open. Morrison from the left block, can't find the goal, pulled down by Dahlgren. Her putback is good. Dahlgren with the putback for a 6th rebound, and now 8 points. The lead is 51-37, and another timeout on the floor. Firebirds up, 51-37, 11:29 left to play in regulation over the West Fargo Packers.
We are part of so many great communities across North Dakota. From small farm towns to big cities, one thing is for sure, we are proud to be part of your community. Hello, this is Dustin with Irie Insurance, and I am proud to work for Irie Insurance because we give back to our communities in so many ways, like United Way School Drive, the North Dakota Corn Growers Association, our local schools, and youth sports. So thank you for letting us be a part of your community and help protect it. To see some of our community efforts up and down the valley, go to IrieInsurance.com.
It's a 16-4 run for Devils Lake over West Fargo right now to begin the second half. The score with 11:29 left to play in regulation reads 51-37 in favor of the Firebirds over the Packers right now. Two teams who played in a tightly contested matchup earlier this season on January 26th in a 62-59 victory for the Firebirds. Firebirds look like they got even hotter after the 2-month break away from the Packers. Packers will have the basketball. Taking on a 16-4 run right now. Chloe Foul to inbound, going left to right. He goes, top of key, goes back to Foul. That one off her hands and taken away by Ramsey Brown. Another turnover for West Fargo. Their 5th of the second half. And now back to West Fargo, going back and forth with the turnovers. Devils Lake, that's their 4th. Now here in the left wing, Foul has that one poked away for a hot second by Dahlgren. Now goes top of the key to Peterson. Now feeds inside to Simon, right elbow. Puts a move on. Now goes to right block. 3-on-1 in the traffic. She's fouled. And Mariley Simon looks to head to the line. Elena Brandt, her 2nd foul. Team 4th. Mariley Simon hasn't gone to the line so far this afternoon. Has 6 points and 4 rebounds. And now her first attempt from the line rims in and out. In the first half for West Fargo, 11 turnovers. They already have 5 in the second with just about halfway through with 11:03 to go. 1 for 2, Simon goes. She has 7 and cuts it to 51-38. And now immediately on the other side, Devils Lake turns it right back over. Foul clapping her hands in approval. Devils Lake with 5 turnovers of their own, despite the 16-4 run they were initially on to begin our second half of play. Bryn Geeson now running it across the right side of the timeline, back and forth, jibbing and jabbing. That one's poked away by Dahlgren, and now Brown, and now on the floor is Brandt, and jump ball, Firebirds basketball. Bryn Geeson didn't stand a chance right there. She was double teamed up by the Firebirds, and it's back to Devil's Lake. Turnover for West Fargo. Morrison all the way to Brandt in the left block. That was a dicey move. Trying to find a sneaky one, and it sneaks back over to West Fargo. Turnover for Devil's Lake once again. They match West Fargo in turnovers in the second half. Somehow, some way. Number 14, Taylor Van Winkle in the game. Across the timeline. Goes underneath the leg of Brown. Now left corner finding Peterson. Now right corner off the mitts of the Firebirds. Looks like Krogfoss got her hands on that one. Looking for Geeson in the right corner. And it is Bryn Geeson inbound from the baseline. Geeson takes the basketball. Goes to the right wing to foul. Foul. In and out. Now cross. Spinning around. Right block puts up the right hand. Wild shot won't go. Long loose rebound. Out of bounds. Almost saved there by Peterson. Bradley Peterson couldn't save it, however. Firebirds basketball with some substitutions coming in. Cabin Friddle checks in for, looks to be number 34, number 34, Jalen Morrison for the Firebirds. Firebirds with the possession. Nope. Oh, back to Brandt. Almost lost it. West Fargo almost got it back. Now here's Friddle left wing. She goes back inside after the pass back to her. Outside and stolen away by Peterson looking coast to coast. And nice effort defense by Friddle coming off the bench with plenty of energy and pokes it away out of bounds before Peterson complete the coast to coast play. Now Simon right elbow puts on a move, goes up, and her floater from the right block won't go. Pulled down by Brandt for her fourth rebound. Poked away, and it went off her leg, and it's a Devil's Lake turnover. Now Devil's Lake the one giving the basketball away a little bit too much. 18 turnovers now in the second half. Layla Gord checks in for Carly Krogfoss. Inbound coming from Taylor Van Winkle. She goes to Ashlyn Deemer in the game now. Now Deemer to Simon in the baseline, and it goes off of her hands and back to Devil's Lake. At this point, both teams for the last minute and a half just turning it over back and forth. And now here is a Friddle in the left block, got in the left corner, and Friddle is fouled, much to the dismay of Briley Peterson. Contact blocking foul, that one on Taylor Van Winkle. Leave her second. She checks out of the game, looking for her substitution right here. It's to be foul back in the game. Foul with the close defense. Was a Brandt left wing. Now here is Dahlgren in the right. Offside, now top of the key. Back to Brandt. Looking to run, looking to spin. Goes up, 12-foot floater, off the glass and in. Milena Brandt in traffic finds 5 points now and a 53-38 lead for her Firebirds. After a short drought there, the rain's back flowing, and the turnovers almost back against West Fargo. That one, Gord and foul getting into it. Some arms flailing right there. Still West Fargo basketball. Simon back to foul. Right corner. Now dribbles back. Now top of the key to Peterson. Swinging around the arc. Now back to right wing foul. Dishes. Now pump fakes. Swerves to the top of the key to Peterson. She goes left side. Runner in. Riley Peterson found her spot. Found a lane. And finds 8 points now. And cuts it to 13-point deficit. 53-40. Timeout on the board with 8:59 left to play in the second half.
Eagle River Utility Solutions is a locally owned premier utility contractor specializing in installation of fiber optics and power with directional boring, vibratory plowing, and direct burial for all fiber optics and power on your property. You can expect these values when you partner with Eagle River Utility Solutions. Quality, safety, trust, care, and relationship. Learn more of the services from Eagle River Utility at eagleriverutility.com.
Back from the timeout on YourLiveEvent.com. 53-40. Devils Lake up on West Fargo right now. West Fargo were the victims of a 16-4 run by Devils Lake to begin the second half. Now have cut it to a 13-point deficit. It was all knotted up at 33 at the half. Devils Lake showing why the Firebirds, the 2 seed, heading in to this East Region tournament. Timeout. Break coming back with the Firebirds in possession of the basketball. Erica Nelson, number 33, the junior forward, to inbound. Nelson looking, goes to Ramsey Brown on the right side now, back over in the back corner, across the timeline now, guarded by Foul. Now Brown pulls up 50 feet away. She looked at the dish inside. It was poked away by Simon, and still with Devil's Lake. Now right corner to Brown, now to Brandt, right wing. Now to Nelson, near the left elbow, about 17 feet away. Finds in, Brown goes sky high, now goes to Friddle, left corner, and she took one too many steps. Her pivot foot moved, and it turned over for Devil's Lake, their 9th of the second half. Still up by 13, however, with 8:36 and ticking left in regulation. Now here is right wing Peterson. Goes runner inside. Now kicks out left corner. This is a 3-ball up from Powell. And Foul finds it inside. Nothing but net and wet for Chloe Foul. She has 10 points and cuts it to 10. And answering right back on the other side is on the other side by Friddle. Cutting it back to a 12-point game. On the other side won't go. Quick offense there by Devil's Lake. Wasn't even done writing down my chicken scratch up here. 55-43. Now we call on the other side. We call a turnover against. Trying to get caught up on the action right now as Dahlgren and number 24 Brown check out of the game. It's 55-43, 7:58 and ticking in the second half. Firebirds still up on the Packers. Packers with the possession of the basketball. And Powell bounced that right into the Firebirds' hands and right back to Brandt from the baseline off the glass with the lay-in. Brandt now with 8 and a 57-43 advantage. Now on the opposite side, that one rattles in off the fine by Bradley Peterson. A dramatic pause waiting for the ball to hit the rim, the second rim, and finally in. And she goes for a 3-point play, cuts it within 12 now. Looks like we have a substitution. Taylor Van Winkle looks to check in the game in place of Foul, who sits down and completing 3-point play. Peterson does. She now has 11, and it's 57-46 with 7:35 and a quick call foul with Krogfoss on the recipient end. That back on Bradley Peterson, her third foul, 4th team for West Fargo, excuse me. First foul by Peterson. This one to Brandt, timeline. Now right wing, spinning around to save that one is Cameron Friddle. Now goes inside to Nelson. Turn away jumper won't go, and pulled down aggressively by Jessica Walsbeck. And now we have a jump ball situation. No, a walk. She had the basketball, and it was ripped away by Devil's Lake. And Devil's Lake with possession of the basketball, so Walsbeck finds herself with one too many steps. 8 turnovers for the Packers. Now Brandt top to keep easy to Nelson. Kick out right wing. This is Friddle back inside to Krogfoss. Right short corner, gives inside to Morrison. Puts up left block underneath the glass. And then she's fouled for a second attempt put back and heads to the line, wiping away a little bit of. Got hit near the mouth. Morrison has 17 points, a game high, up by 11 right now. Morrison so far from the free throw line is, after that make, now has 18 and a 58-46 lead. Chloe Foul checks back into the game, as does number 32, Riley Simon. Checking out is number 23, Ashlyn Diemert, and number 34, Jessica Walsbeck. That one off. And on the opposite side, out of bounds, with Morrison missing, goes 1 for 2 right there. Back to the Firebirds' possession. Krogfoss inbounds to Morrison. Now to Brandt. Gets over in the left front court. Now in the left corner. Glides back to the top. Has some room. Goes to Morrison left wing. Morrison feeds back inside. Give and go. Brandt turn away. Hook shot in. Elena Brandt for 10. And his 60-46 advantage right now with 6:41 to go. And ticking for these Firebirds. Looks like they might find a way back to state. And another foul there by Krogfoss. Finding a way back to the free throw line. Riley Simon does. She heads back, is 1 for 2 so far in this ball game. She has 7 points. With 6:36 left to go, rattles that one in. Simon now of 8. Ashlyn Deemert checks into the game now for Riley Peterson. Second attempt coming from Simon. That one rattles off. Simon goes 1 for 2 right there. Is 2 for 4 in the game. And that one taken away by Giesen. Giesen gets it right back. 10 turnovers by Devils Lake in the second half. Still up by 13. Top of the key 3 by Powell. Puts it in. Chloe Powell now 13 points. Her second tray. And brings it within 10. 60-50. Packers trying to get back in this ball game. Looking for a ticket to state. And Friddle finds sidelines off the hands of Morrison. Turnover, Devils Lake, their 11th. Somehow this Firebirds team got off to a 16-4 run in the start of the second quarter. Now up by 10. Coming off the floor, number 25, Cabin Friddle does. In her place is number 20, Layla Gord. West Fargo to inbound. Now back and forth goes from Peterson, from Deemer, now back to Giesen, back to Deemer. And off her foot, picked up by Morrison underneath the baseline, puts up for 2. And it will go to the line. Deemer picking up that foul from the back. Her second personal, 6-team foul. Morrison back at the line. Well, good night from the 15-foot spot so far until that point. She now has 3 misses from that mark. She's 5 for 8. After that miss, Bryn Giesen checks out of the game. Looking for her substitution right now. Looks to be Bradley Peterson. That one finds the mark from Mortison. She's got 19 and a 61-50 lead. The deficit is 11 for the Packers. Here's the left corner. Thought about the 3-ball. Deemer did. Now it's Simon. Now back and forth between her and Peterson. Now back to Simon. Left corner 3. Off the rim, off the front. And Deemer couldn't find that one to go. Mortison now finds the rebound. She fires all the way up. Now to Brown in the game. Now to Morrison. Gets a pass from Gord and finds a look for a 3-point play. Jalen Morrison just living down there in the paint and in the blocks. Has 21 points. Can get 22 right here. 63-50. 5:32 second half. Taylor Van Winkle checks out. Her first foul, team 7th. Morrison with the attempt off the back iron. Tracked down by Morrison, looking for a second shot. Gordon now left wing. Now goes to Krogvoss right wing, feed inside to Dahlgren. Puts a move on, skimmies through, and finds another trip to the line for her Firebirds. 8th team foul by West Fargo. With Rachel Dahlgren at the line with 8 points. She's 1 for 4 so far tonight. Up by 63-50. Gets the bounce off the back iron. Pushes her points to 9. And a lead to 64-50. Dahlgren to push it to 15. She does not. She misses that one. And now rebounded down by Powell. Powell now crosses over. Top of the key. Goes to the right corner. Back to Powell. Foul on the right elbow, backs out, now back in. Now left wing to Giesen, now out to Simon, and that one will go by Deemer in the left short corner. Now by Mortison, feeding it to Brown, ripped away from behind by Giesen, but she took a step on the baseline as soon as she corralled the basketball. Loose ball stays with Devils Lake. And a timeout on the board, 30 seconds by Coach Justin Klein of the Firebirds, up 64-50 with 5 minutes left to play here on YourLoveEvent.com.
Student athletes have their eye on the ball, making game plans, scoring points, breaking records. At American Federal, we know you have goals too. Whether it's buying farmland, business expansion, home ownership, or planning for retirement, our trusted advisors will help you find the best solutions and make the right calls. Make a winning appointment with an American Federal banker today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
64-50. with Devil's Lake on top by 14. Morrison drives in now and gives it to Krogfoss. Right wing inside now. 2-point range goes to Gore to top of the key. Back to Dahlin. Dahlin now is fouled and heads to the foul line. Dahlin so far 2 for 5 from the line with 9 points, up by 14. Still 14. That one rimmed in and out. Riley Peterson checks in for number 34, Jessica Walsvik. New substitution in the game. Why not? Down by 14. We have number 20. Number 20, Solveig Seymour for West Fargo. That one by Dahlin off as well. And it's taken down by number 32, Simon. Now feeding it to Foul. She steps back, top of the key, 3 off back iron, pulled down eventually by Krogfoss, who has 3 boards now. Here's Ramsey Brown, feeding inside of Dahlin. Right block, swarmed by all the Packers, now backing out, now guarded by Foul. Foul, now hand off to Gord from Dahlin. Now to the right corner, Mrs. Mortison. With 8 seconds left to get it off, here's Brown, top of key, spins around Gord. Right wing 3 is deep and in. Hey-oh. A desperation heat by Layla Gord. She was way back, but she finds her 9th point of the night and puts up her Firebird 67-40. Now on the opposite side, stripped away by Gord and back to the Firebirds, right in the court. Here is Brown. She pulls up 13 feet away. Bank it, no. Pulled down. Loose ball. Nobody's basketball. It's Packers basketball. No rebound. Gord now has 9 points. Her first points of that second half. With 3:49 left to play in regulation. Bryn Geeson goes right wing to Deemert. Deemert now picked away by Mortison. Mortison near the scores table, and still Packers basketball. Bryn Geeson the inbound. Gives it to Geeson. Now back to Foul. Foul now, right corner. Bounce pass inside right block. This is Simon, and Stutter steps away. Almost lost her footing. Board pulled down by Gord, and now running it is Ramsey Brown. Oh, just a little nonchalant pass over to Morrison. Can't find it to go, and taken down by Deemert. Now running it Geeson, left corner. This is Peterson. Peterson baseline, reverse layup. She's absolutely clobbered, and she heads to the line. Off the foul. That foul, I believe, was on number 43, Carly Krogfoss. Second personal, 15. Peterson so far 1 for 3 from the line. She has 11 points. First attempt, rattles it home. Make that 12, cut the lead to 67-51. Melina Brent checks out. And for her substitution right now, Melina Brent checks in for Krogfoss. Coming out of the game for the Packers, Riley Simon. In her place is number 34, Jessica Walsvik. Second one, no good. Off the rebound by Gord. By Peterson. Was 1 for 2 on that trip. Melina Brent back in the game. Lost the handle in there for a second. Peterson got a low, high C single leg shot there for a second. Now top of the key goes over to Dahlin. Now right wing to Ramsey Brown. To Gord top of key. Now to Brent left wing. Fires inside for Brown and puts it in for 2. Brown now has 14 points. It's 69-51. Devils Lake on top big time here in the qualifying game to go to state. Loose ball picked up by Peterson. Eventually goes baseline. Bounce pass inside over to Deemert. She is fouled. And Deemert heads to the line. Deemert now. 2 for 2 so far tonight, this afternoon. Now make it 3 for 3 with 7 points. 69-52. Substitution for West Fargo. Number 34, Jessica Walsvik checks out. In her place, Riley Peterson. And 1 for 2 goes Deemert right there. 3 for 4 now. Put back down by Powell. And Powell finds 2 more off the putback and can find 3 off the 3-point play opportunity. 69-54. Packers looking to creep back within it with 2:34 left to play in regulation. Mitchell Dolan checks out of the game. Foul. Does not complete the three-point play, and the rebound taken down by Simon. Now out to Geeson. Left wing three is up off the glass and rim. Pulled down by Simon once again. Turn around from right elbow, and she is fouled, and she heads to the line. 2 rebounds for Riley Simon. She now has 6 in the ball game. Simon also have 8 points. Down at 69-54, however, with only 2:24 left to play in regulation. Simon makes that one count. She now has 9 points. 55 points now for the Packers. It was 33-33 at the half. As Simon goes 2 for 2 right there, she has 10. 69-56 with 2:21 left to play. It's a much closer game in the first matchup back on January 26th. Firebirds are running away so far at the tail end of this second half. Brant now takes a little bump. And now, since both teams West Fargo with its 10th team foul, and the double bonus goes Moana Brant to the line. Brant has 10, 1 for 3 from the line so far. Make that 1 for 4. 2:09 left to play here in our second game of the East Region qualifying and championship games on yourloveofit.com. This Saturday morning, afternoon, and evening. Brant finds her 11th point, 70-56 on yourloveofit.com with 2:05 left to play. Here is a foul, top of the key, backs out, now goes inside with a floater pass to Simon. Simon turnaround fadeaway jumper from 10 feet away, finds the bottom of the net. She has 12, and it's a 12-point game, 70-58. Quick foul call, and it's going to send the Firebirds back to the line. The 11th team foul by West Fargo with Layla Gord back at it. She's 2 for 2 so far, has 9 points. Gord, top of the key, dribbles it 3 times, puts it up, right-handed shot, off the left side iron. $1:51 left to play in the second half. Gord tries again and misses again, but still up by 12, pulled down by Simon and company. Now feeding it up court quickly goes Deemer. Right side shot is taken away off the glass, pulled down by Gord for the rebound. Now running it is Krogfoss, way too high, just a tad for number 24, Ramsey Brown, who couldn't find it. Turnover. Devils Lake, who has turned it over more times than West Fargo in this second half. 13 times, so West Fargo's 9. Still up by 12. The Firebirds are. Ashlyn Deemert. Riley Peterson checking out for West Fargo. Get those new players in here in a second. Inbound goes to Bryn Geeson. She is double teamed and taken away by Martinson. Martinson puts it in for 2. Just simple little love tap from the left block. Now 23 points and a 72-58 lead with 1:26 left to go. Ashlyn Deemer and Riley Peterson right back in the game. They sat for a grand total of 5 seconds maybe. Now number 11, Jenna Frelick in the game now for the Firebirds. Haven't seen her since the first half. This one over the head of Brown again. This one corralled and saved by Gord in the right corner. Goes top to key to Frelick. And we have a timeout by Coach Justin Klein of the Firebirds. Up 72-58 and looking to punch a second straight ticket to the state tournament here on yourliveevent.com.
For 20 years, 702 Communications has been connecting people and businesses to the world through internet, telephone, and TV. And as your needs have changed, so has 702. Our dedication to our community and customers runs deep. So when you call, we listen. And you can trust that we'll never stop working to bring the latest technology to our friends and neighbors. Thank you for 20 years in business. The best is yet to come.
a family-oriented community.
It's a great community to raise kids in a family.
They're a safe place to raise a family, and can go four-wheeling on the trails or kayaking down the river.
Just more than knowing the family that's here, it's getting to know new neighbors.
We wanted to be somewhere that was community oriented, and this felt just perfect.
Back on yourliveevent.com, 72-58. Firebirds lead the Packers with 1:16 left to play in the second, and quickly inbound and back out of bounds. Still Devils Lake possession. This game was tied at 33 all at halftime. Frelick to inbound. Jenna Frelick gets it in underneath the legs of the Packers and back to West Fargo. Another turnover for Devils Lake, still up by 12. Now Geeson goes left corner to foul. Left corner three, in and out, and pulled down. Eventually loose ball, basketball goes to Geeson. Geeson feeds inside to Simon, off the bank and in. Rebound by Geeson, goes to Simon on the dish, and Simon finishes with some sauce. 14 points, now another break on the floor. A 72-60 advantage still for Devils Lake with 59.4 seconds left to play in regulation. Timeout on the floor.
Let's face it, most of us don't go a day without our phone, computer, or tablet. These devices have not only financial data, but confidential information for our businesses too. Hello, this is Dustin with Irie Insurance, and cyber threats happen around the country every minute of every day. People have lost everything at the most and had huge inconveniences at the very least. That's why we offer a variety of cybersecurity insurance coverages for small and big businesses. Don't wait until you lose customer information or money. Go to IrieInsurance.com to find out more about cyber coverages and protect your business today.
Red River Valley Speedway, what a great place to let your heart race. Excitement second to none. Every Friday night you're gonna feel alright. Your destination for family fun. Red River Valley Speedway, the fastest high bank dirt track in the upper Midwest.
Coming back from the timeout break, and quickly a foul called against West Fargo. Elena Brandt had the basketball, and she heads to the line, up 72-60, with 57.6 seconds left in the second half on yourliveevent.com in our second game of the morning/afternoon slate. Girls basketball first. Brandt up. Another attempt, another put in. Brandt has 12, 73-60. We'll have the girls basketball championship game coming up next. After this one, Brent goes 2 for 2. Extending the lead to 14 now. The lead is extended. 74-60. 51 seconds and ticking. Here is Deemer pulling up from 10 feet away. Finding a nice shot for 9 points. And a foul called against West Fargo. Devils Lake heads to the line. We'll have an abundance of check-ins and substitutions for the Firebirds after, I believe, Dolan, or is it Dolan or Ramsey Brown? It's Ramsey Brown at the line to shoot 2, double bonus in play. 10+ team fouls by West Fargo. Ramsey Brown has 14 points, is 2 for 2. Now has 15 points, is 3 for 3. And here come the substitutions. Much to the approval of the Firebirds faithful. Now 75-62, and all but noted that Devils Lake will head back to state. Ramsey Brown goes 2 for 2. And finishes her afternoon, heads to the bench with 16 points in a 76-62 lead. Now all the way on the other side is Simon. She's fouled underneath by 2 Firebirds. We'll get those names out here for Devils Lake in the game now. Number 32, Tori Fee in the game. Number 31, Savannah LeBrun. As Simon heads to the line and puts it in. She's got 15. 76-63. Dribbles twice, puts it up for the second time, and rattles it in. Simon now 16. 76 64. She checks out of the game now. Now it goes to number 15 for Devils Lake. That is Kaya McLaren. Now bounce pass back over to Kaya. Makes a woman miss. Across the timeline. Goes top of the key now. And into the hands of number 3, Rebecca Widmer. Now dish around the arc to McLaren again, right wing. Back and forth. Tori Fee in the right wing. Hands back off to Kaya. Now to number 3, Rebecca Widmer. Has to feed it in. 4 seconds to get it off. Underneath is number 32, Fee. And shot clock violation. Couldn't get it up to the rack. West Fargo back with the basketball. Ramsey Brown for the Devils Lake Firebirds. The senior guard with 1,000 points in her career and another shot at the state tournament after COVID-19 snuffed out last season's contest. The Firebirds defeat the Packers 76-64 on her headed back to the state tournament in Class A for North Dakota. We'll take a break and come back for a quick post-game report. After this, we'll take a break here on YourLoveEvent.com.
At Nielsen Brand Law, we know lawyers are meant to solve problems. Whether you are going through a divorce, navigating a business dispute, need help with an estate plan, dealing with the death of a loved one, or are facing criminal charges, we are here to help. The attorneys at Nielsen Brand Law want to make sure your future is secure. You'll receive individual counsel for your specific needs and also an entire team working for your best potential outcome. Nielsen Brand Law, with offices in Fargo, Mayville, and Grand Forks. We are ready to work with you. Visit us online today at NielsenBrandLaw.com.
The City of Hillsboro welcomes you with opportunities to build, grow, live, and work in the Hillsboro community. With the City of Hillsboro Renaissance Zone, new businesses and entrepreneurs can use to start a business. The time for you to consider Hillsboro is now. Come see us, make the drive, and visit the City of Hillsboro. Contact city offices or visit www.hillsboro-nd.com. Small town, big opportunity. Experience Hillsboro.
Welcome to our post-game report on YourLoveEvent.com. The Firebirds of Devils Lake defeated the West Fargo Packers 76-64 and tacked on a ticket now to their second straight state tournament. Let's see how they got there in the first and second half breakdown. West Fargo up 33 to 31 right before West Fargo. Excuse me, let me rewind the clock there. 33-all at the end of the first half here in our second game of this afternoon slate of the girls basketball tournament in the East region of Class A of North Dakota. In the second half, it was all Firebirds begin out of the break with a 16-4 run by Devils Lake. West Fargo couldn't find its footing back into this ball game and fall 76-64. Let's look at our scores for tonight's game between the Firebirds and the Packers. West Fargo ends their season at 15-8, 13-7 in the East region. Bryn Geeson with 6 points, 6 rebounds. Chloe Fowl with 2 boards, 15 points. Riley Peterson with 12 points and 4 rebounds of her own. Ashlyn Deemer with 3 boards, 9 points. Riley Simon had 7 rebounds to 16 points. Jessica Walczyk off the bench, 2 boards. Taylor Van Winkle off the bench with 5 points, 1 board. For Devils Lake, they head to Bismarck as a number 4 seed on March 12th at 5 p.m. They'll play. Advance to 17-3 and 16-3 in the region. Elena Brandt with 13 points, 4 boards. Kaya McLaurin got in the game for a little bit. Leo Gord in the game with 9 points as a starter with 6 rebounds. Ramsey Brown, who eclipsed 1,000 points this afternoon with 16 points in this game and 3 boards. Congratulations to Ramsey Brown. Jalen Mortison with 23 points, a game high, and 4 boards. More scorers out the bench. Carly Krogfoss with 4 points and 3 boards. Rachel Dahlgren with 9 points and 6 rebounds. Once again, your final score, Devils Lake 76, West Fargo 64. The Firebirds are moving on to Bismarck. I'll sign off here, and we'll get to our girls' championship game with Joe Morgan on our other stream here here on YourLoveEvent.com. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you on later this afternoon.